What? 15 pounds? Yeah. Hey butterflies, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Stephanie with the Y. Don't forget to subscribe. But if this is your first time here, thank you so much for tuning in. And let's just get into it because we have a lot to talk about. I just did the math right before I hit record and I just discovered that I lost 15 pounds. I personally don't care about numbers, so I never really keep track of that, like body fat percentage and all these things. I don't look at that, right? I just look at really how my body's changing. But anyways, before we continue to yap, this video is going to be about my transformation that happened within 2.5, literally when the 75 hard challenge ended. But then I did go a little longer because I'm delulu like that. I am going to show you my transformations from 3 months of just going in. I want to talk to you guys about the lessons that I've learned, the tips that helped me the most, and where I saw the most changes happening. Let's just get into it without further ado. First things first, you're going to need a why. Everyone needs a reason to do something. If you suddenly are starting to feel uncomfortable about something's like nagging at you, like you know something's got to change, something's got to go, that's your why. What triggered me to start this fitness challenge, because I was intentionally trying to bulk in the beginning, but really I just wanted a reason to be a big backer. I just love food so much, I really do, and I can't hide that. I love to eat out. I don't like to cook, but I'm starting to now. That's a whole different story. We'll get there. But long story short, I was a big back all year round until I said enough was enough. I looked in the mirror and I just kept hating what I saw. I did not feel good. I didn't feel great. I didn't feel sexy. I didn't feel confident. I didn't feel a lot of the things that I should have been feeling. So what other way than to reinvent yourself, right? So for me, I was like, yeah, no. I've been a gym girly. If you didn't know and you're new here, I stayed in the gym. I'm just the type of person that finds movement a blessing. So it's something that I enjoy to do naturally. So anyways, my why was basically, I want to look and feel like a bad again. I want to wear certain clothes again. I want to wear crop tops again. Can you believe that I feared wearing crop tops? It's never that serious, but in my head, it was that serious. Once I had my why, that then fueled me into the next step. Like, okay, what's the game plan here? What's the blueprint? What are we doing tomorrow? When is day one? Because I am sick and tired of me just looking like this when I know what I'm capable of. And it's just destroying, like I said, my confidence. It's even causing imposter syndrome. It's doing a whole lot of damage. And it's not just the physique. Not liking yourself, not loving every part of yourself, that starts to affect you in different ways. Let's be clear here. I'm not just talking about the physique strictly. I mean, that's a plus, obviously. So once you have that why, that is going to be your motivation, your fuel to push you right into the right directions, to make change. Because it's either you are cool with it and you're like, yeah, it is what it is. I'll be a big backer for 1 more year and then start to care. You know, like whatever. Or B, you are so disgusted by it. You are so repulsed by it that you slap some sense into yourself and say, what are we doing here? Let's change. I'm ready. I'm uncomfortable. This is not it. We're meant for more. Next, you want to make sure that you have something that's realistic. Granted, I jumped into this doing the 75 hard, which was extremely hard. And like I said, I'm a delulu person. That's fine. So I challenged myself to do the hard version. However, I do want to clarify that I modified it because I don't follow rules. I remember reading one of the rules on the 75 hard and I was like, I'm a mother. Never happening. Something about working out every single day, I think that's really what it was. And I was like, no. I found ways to supplement the fact that I didn't go to the gym. So I got into home workouts a lot more. That's going to be a game changer. If you're at home mom, stay at home mom, or you work from home, you're at home, please do some home workouts. Like I'm telling you, and it's insane because when I first started doing home workouts, I would kind of doubt it in the beginning, like a home workout, this is not as intense. I have to do this 30 times just to feel a burn. This ain't really effective. Like made up excuses, but I still did it. I sure did. And lo and behold, we starting to look slimmer. We starting to drop some pounds. We're getting our endurance up. Okay, cool. I like this. And another activity that I started to implement so that I did have a good balance in case I didn't make it to the gym was just walking. It's free. It's not always safe. If you heard the story about how I fell, embarrassing. Increasing my steps to just 5K, yet along the 10K girls. I don't know how you guys do it. Reaching my goal of like 5K steps, or just walking much more, telling myself, okay, we're gonna do our morning and a night walk, or even on our breaks we went for a walk because I know I wouldn't be able to get to a gym. It's literally these little things that made a huge difference for me, which is why I'm saying balance will be key. Realistic schedule, realistic routine to help you stay on track. So that's what I meant when I said I did the 75 hard challenge, but not like literally word for word, bar for bar. I don't know why everyone thinks we have to do the 75 hard by those rules, and then if not, if you change something, it's like 75 soft. No, because this is still hard. All in all, you want to make sure you have a good balance. You can even add in some classes. I love them. Throw in yoga as a workout session. That's what I love to do with heated yoga, because that is a crazy class, crazy good class. But ultimately, you want to switch it up, okay? Don't let your routine get boring, because then you won't even really want to do ish. That was me at one point where I really got tired of just hitting the gym constantly. Like sometimes I really want to be like a princess. Like I want to work out but be a princess. So let me do some Pilates. You know, like it gives you a really good feeling knowing that you're still being active, tending to your body, but you're able to switch it up, try something new. Like recently I just started trying bar. I love, and it's really like a low intensity but like good burn kind of workout. Have a good balance between your rest days as well. Talking to myself. Learn to rest, okay? Recover so that you don't injure yourself. That would be the worst and set you back like it did to me, like literally at the end of my 3 month. So yeah, don't be mean. Listen to your body. If you are overtired, please take a rest day. Please stretch it out. I hope you're stretching. I hope you're increasing your mobility. All these other things definitely matter so that you can reduce the risks of injuries. The next biggest thing that helps me the most was my nutrition. This actually should have been number 1. Yeah, sorry. But I'm not trying to rank it a certain order. Literally, if I did have to choose one, your nutrition would be number 1. Yes, like I said, I am a foodie. I love food. I love to eat. I love to grab. What can I say? I'm just a girl that has fine taste. And they say that your nutrition, your diet is about 80% of this whole circle versus what you do in the gym versus your fitness. 100% true. Okay. Like I said, I used to be a big backer. I mean, I still am at heart. I will always love food. But I have learned, 1, portion control. Much better now. I actually do macros. So I do track my food for the most part, because now it's kind of like same breakfast, same lunch kind of thing, unless I'm trying a new recipe, etc. I have learned so much when it comes to just macro tracking, because 1, I'm learning what portions of food should be looking like on my plate, especially for someone petite and small like me. Calories add up quickly, okay? 2, making sure I'm getting enough protein. Get enough protein. I don't know how much I gotta stress this. If there's anything that you need to be worried about, get the right amount of protein, okay? Especially if you're trying to build some muscle, like me. I'm trying to cut down the fat, build my muscle at the same time, you know? Making sure I get the right amount of protein. Oh my God, I did not have a protein shake today. Making sure you receive the right amount of protein for your body. Chef's kiss, because not only are you in the gym destroying those muscles, breaking them down, tearing them apart, you need protein to revive them. You need to supplement them correctly so they can fill up nicely. Feel good again. Feed your body. Let me explain that just a bit better about why it is beneficial to have a protein right after your workout. Like I said, you are destroying those muscle fibers. So to repair that and to help with muscle growth, you would consume protein within 30 minutes after your workout. And it also just helps with enhanced performance and other benefits. But more essentially, if you are losing weight or helping to reduce hunger, or anything like that, it is very vital to have protein. And like I said, number one for me is to make sure I have it right after a workout. So like I said in the beginning, I definitely was tracking my macros. If you need those numbers or actually any detailed, I'm gonna say this now before I forget, if you need any detailed information as far as my workouts or my macros, please hit up my trainer. I will have her information in the description box if she okays it, because I'm not trying to just send people her way if she, I just do the macros that she gives me. That's all. That's it. Now I'm at a point where I'm able to know what so-and-so amount of protein looks like for me on a plate, what the food portion is supposed to look like, and the kind of foods that are affecting me differently, and what kind of foods I actually like. And so now I can kind of intuitively eat on other days, on the weekends, and just have a nice balance. But learning to cook has been really helpful too, and just being conscious of what you're putting in your body. If you are living in the US, I'm pretty sure we're all pretty concerned with how food is going in this country, how FDA isn't really doing their job, but cooking at home will serve you so much better than eating out. I definitely have saw a difference too in that, obviously, because when you're eating out, there's so many calories and things added that you have no idea about. Versus when you're home, it's home cooked, babe. You are literally creating a masterpiece. You know what's going into your body. Meal prepping in advance. Okay, we are on it. Abs are popping. Nobody can tell me anything. So I highly recommend that as well. Like I said, this is not in any specific order, but the next tip is your mindset. You definitely want to make sure that you have a healthier mindset when you start a challenge or anything new foreign to your body or life. It's going to be hard. If it wasn't hard, then why didn't you start a long time ago? If it wasn't hard, then why isn't everyone doing it? Okay, so it's going to be hard. There's going to be setbacks and difficult things that occur, but you have to put yourself in a mindset where none of that matters. But I can assure you, me going through that 75 hard challenge really made me realize, dang, the amount of excuses you told yourself in the past of why you couldn't accomplish this or why you couldn't do this, and you didn't. For 30 days, for 60 days, 75 days, what? But trust me when I say there have been times and days where I dreaded it. I was just cranky, I was just hangry, or I was just sick of it. I was sick of it all. Honestly, because it was during the winter time, I definitely had my seasonal depression, probably triggered from that. I don't know. But it's going to be hard. It's going to feel like you're isolated. It's going to feel like you're alone, that no one understands what you're going through. It's going to be tough, okay? But this is why it's critical, vital that you are speaking to yourself nicely, that you are hyping yourself up, that you actually believe in yourself. I went through a lot where I was talking harshly to myself. I wasn't giving myself enough grace, especially if I missed a few days, which I'm a mom. Things happen, and I have a 9-to-5. Things happen. I have my personal health. I have so many other factors. You cannot expect that this journey is going to be easy peasy. It's going to be frustrating. You're going to fall off, but how do you pick yourself back up? Do you fall and just stay there? Or are you going to get up? So I definitely want to read this verse because I wrote it in here recently. So Proverbs 24:16. This is crazy. This was very recently. Through a righteous person falls 7 times, he will get up. You are meant to be here, and I just know that there's magic just waiting to happen with just your presence, with just your words, with what you do. Your whole existence matters. So yeah, stand up. Get up, sis. Get up, boy. Get up, man. Get up, dude. You don't want to beat yourself up because you're already going through a lot. So why make it double hell? In life and then in your head is crazy. Be kind to yourself, which is why we love affirmations, daily reminders that you are just trying, that you are recognizing your effort, that you are amazing, you're wonderfully made. You have talents that are just waiting to be discovered. Because at the end of the day, what do we say? We follow the plan. On that note of being consistent, the secret sauce, the secret ingredient to being consistent, your habits. What do your daily habits look like? So are you going to reach for TikTok or are you going to reach for a book? What are those healthy habits that you're actually implementing in real life? The day I knew I changed was when I placed an order for a burger. I love me a good burger. But anyone that knows me knows that when I have a burger, I need fries. And with fries, I always need a milkshake. Now that combo right there, yeah, I'm a happy girl. Literally ordered from a really good spot and asked them to substitute the fries for fruits. And I just had a workout that morning. I deserved it, technically. I told myself, oh, but you deserve the fries. You deserve the fries. But I was like, you know what? You could also go for some fruits. That would make you feel so much better, so much lighter. So we did that. But this is just one example in making healthier habits. Are you going to continue scrolling on your phone for another hour, researching, looking for this? It's been a few hours. You're still scrolling. You're still scrolling. It's the little things. It's even going for the stairs rather than the escalator. It's going for a walk instead of being in bed. Ask your friend, hey, do you want to go biking? Do you want to go hiking? Instead of, do you want to go to the bar? You want to go to the club? I don't know. It's like little changes. I'm not saying you have to be perfect and forever active and this is every day, you're in it or you're not. Girl, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that it's okay to switch out certain habits for healthier ones. It's all about the little changes that you can make here and there. They will slowly add up. This is why I say alter that 75 hard challenge or any fitness challenge that you have to so that it works for you. So I'm gonna need you to start making some healthy habits in your life. I actually have a video on some healthy habits that I did. I'm always doing some challenge. Definitely, I will have that link down below or on the screen if you are interested. Then lastly is all the beautiful and wonderful health tips that we love to hear, but we don't take serious as much as we should. But obviously this is going to be better for your health, your organs that are working for you to live long, nice and old and beautiful and wise, right? Joints, our muscle. Don't you ever wonder, how will I ever be able to pick up something that fell on the ground if I don't move my body, if I don't stretch? Or how am I going to walk up and down the stairs if my hips already ache like this? How will I be able to even go for a nice walk if I get so out of breath? A lot of times these questions come in my head, so I want to make sure that I'm taking care of my body. Or even if you have kids, they start to make you feel old. So you want to keep yourself as young as much as possible, which is by moving. And it just clicks so much more now when I hear the words, my body is a temple, because it literally is. And most of these illnesses like diabetes, high blood pressure, that all stems from not really moving or eating well. And so we just sit here like couch potatoes and we're doing our bodies harm. Definitely need to move your body. Another added benefit is just also that mentality shift. I feel like I'm able to speak to myself much kinder now. My confidence is soaring again. I feel amazing, and I remind myself that, hey, you're doing amazing. You're doing great. I'm also showing up for my family, right? Setting a good example. You can literally tell baby girl, do a downward dog, and she knows what to do. She is that girl. She loves to be fit because of, her examples. And I also do motivate those around me, my family, as much as possible to be active too. But it's just such a great feeling to know that you're making a difference in your life and others. More energy overall, more clarity, you're more focused, you're more dedicated in life, and you're just a goal chaser. Like, you start to realize, I am able to transform my body, my life like this. What else can I do? This is why I exceeded the 75 days, because this just became part of my life. It became a norm now. At the end of the day, health is really, really wealth. Once you get older, you start to look at life differently. You appreciate things a lot more, a lot differently. And so ever since I started making these changes, like I'm telling you, I'm not looking back. And I'm just really proud of myself. And so I wanted to provide these tips to help anyone and everyone to just stay consistent, realize that it's okay. to start over. You can start over whenever you want. You're the boss. And or just start. Stop waiting. There's no perfect time, ever a perfect time. So just start. On that note, I do also have an Instagram broadcast channel where I do drop lots of tips and helpful motivational gym lifestyle things. So if you're interested in that as well, feel free to join. Follow your girl on Instagram. Here's the moment that you've all been waiting for. This is the before. Yeah. And I'm telling you, when you're small, it just carries quickly, I should say. That muffin top, the belly is my issue. Always my number one issue. And then the after. And like I said, I lost 15 pounds. How many inches did I lose? Oh my God. My waist was about 32 and a half inches. And now I've cut that down to 4 inches. It doesn't sound enough. But that sums up the video. I truly hope that this was helpful. I hope you guys like it. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them down below. I love you. You're amazing. Keep going, and I'm rooting for you, okay? Don't give up. Never give up. Every day is a new chance, a new day to try again, okay? Okay, yapping too much now.